Alright, how are ya? I can do a co-screen today. Here I am. Yep, we're about to do a oh, what am I on this time? Or am I muted? Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Okay, good. I was worried I was going to be muted this time. Yep, we're doing a special showcase today for the Danes for Games Spring Showcase. This actually happened earlier today, but because it happened so early, I didn't want to start streaming at 2 o'clock when I knew I had to walk the dog at 4, so I went ahead and just waited to stream it now. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And they're about to do the pre-show now. Pretty much. And if I have some time afterwards, we'll be doing an indie game after.
Games Spring Showcase. I'm Pink Fairy Blossom, an award-winning content creator, media host, variety streamer, and community builder behind The Garden, a space rooted in kindness, creativity,
Hopefully
and
got the audio
conversation.
Right? Yeah.
And I am Cheleva Gamer. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch and YouTube. I'm also a part of the Black and Women Twitch Guilds. You can find me, honestly, anywhere, just making silly content related to video games or fighting on Tekken. But yeah.
We're so excited to celebrate women and femme in games with you all today. Huge shout out to Women Led Games and Wings, who have also partnered with D4G to bring these events together.
Don't forget to check out the Women's Day Steam Sale event after the show. So your wish lists are going to be such a huge support, and it means the world to these devs that we'll be highlighting today.
Speaking of, we have a developer with us now ready to show off her first title while Chell plays through the demo. Hi, Christine. Can you tell us a little bit about Letter Lost?
Yes. Yeah, my name is Christine, and I'm one of the devs for Letter Lost. It's our first game as a studio. It's a totally normal post office game where nothing weird ever happens.
You do come from a theater background, which I find so fascinating. How did your experience in theater influence the way you approach creating this game?
Get
Yeah,
into the new
I
window
think
here.
I really look at games as art, theater as art. I mean, a lot of things we see around us are art that may not we may not immediately think of as such. And I'm really fascinated by the different ways that we can tell stories
There
in
we go.
innovative ways. So I own a theater company,
This is
a
a
professional theater
co-stream,
company,
a
and
special
Wow.
we
co-stream.
like to do weird shows that
I'm
feature
co-streaming
women,
a co-stream.
and we just find it's a really cool
I guess you could
way
say.
to get people's creativity going, and that sort of philosophy.
I decided to change things up a little bit.
Into this game too.
Just a little bit.
That's amazing. You also, I did read you.
I also
do
have a
also
co-stream
voice
next
Liv in
week
the
too
game.
for the future
Now,
game
can you
shows
tell
as
us more
well.
about Liv, who she is, what role she plays in the story, and what it was like bringing her to life through just voice acting.
Yeah,
Not
Liv is
yet.
the
Don't
only
jinx it
voice
though.
character in the
Don't
game,
jinx it.
And she is
Hi,
your
puppy. How are
benevolent
ya?
boss who only wants the best for you at all times. You realize pretty quickly that not everything is as it seems when you get into the post office. That maybe Liv
I can
has
add the
some
closed captions now. That's a
different,
perk I have.
Goals in mind. As you can see, everything's normal in the post office on stream in our normal dungeon post office. That's where they all begin, right?
Yeah.
Closed
You really
captions.
start to wonder why
The
is
magic
Liv
of waiting.
there? Is Liv who she says she is?
Hey, I did not
and
break YouTube
so
yet.
That kind of ambiguity.
I didn't
was
break
really
it yet.
fun to voice.
It's still there.
I have a sound studio in my house, and so my husband, who's the composer, and
I just had to
slow
improvise a
down,
little.
and I'm just really mean into the mic, and it's really fun, and so we have a good time.
I love that.
Yeah.
Amazing. I have one question though. I'm surprised that there's a whole dungeon here when the game is called Letter Lost. Can you tell me
I am
what maybe
tired.
inspired you to add that type
Been
of
most of
twist,
today
or do you maybe
reading
pull
and
elements
homeworking.
from other types of games? Like, I would love to know more.
That's why I'm happy I don't have to do anything
Well,
important
of
or
course,
thinking.
Every job you begin, you wake up, you're in a dungeon. So we really tried to bring
That's
real
true.
life into the game. And as you can see, you can't get into other people's cells. That would be really inappropriate. So,
Laggies.
we had a lot of fun.
What's laggy?
We wanted
Me
to
or them?
Be able to subvert expectations by bringing
What's
you right
laggy?
into a place you don't expect. The game has a lot of cozy elements.
I'm laggy. I'm
and,
sleepy.
We love that, but also it's
Oh, well, I'm not
we call
laggy.
it kind of a dark cozy game because there are horror elements to it as well. So by
last stream, I don't know what was going on.
I think it immediately gives you sort
Wait,
of
when was
that
last stream?
disconnect of maybe I shouldn't trust everything I see or hear in this
What was
space.
happening last time?
Okay.
A lot of our
Last time I don't know what was going on. It was
installations,
kind of weird.
Firewatch, Inscription, Papers, Please, dystopic work sim, escape room. One of our devs is like a real life escape room designer. So
I think that was an ISP
does
thing.
for his job. So
Wow. That's amazing.
Congrats on reaching a 5-stream streak,
wow,
Poppy.
that's cool.
I didn't do it. I didn't break it. It's not my fault. Can't blame me for that.
Play, and we're like, I mean, I'm kind of confused, so we kind of have to.
Not
find
my
the
fault.
workaround of, like,
I'm
we
not
don't
gonna
all
admit to
design
that.
escape rooms, so.
Right.
Dream job right there, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
At least here, just in general, now that we're like looking at the gameplay for Letter Lost, like how would you describe the overall like
I didn't break
narrative
this though.
and the themes in general? Like the emotions were most important for you to explore. Like what were some areas that you could talk about within the game that you feel are important and did bring you some emotion?
Yeah, I think the fun thing about the game is that it is very multi-genre. It can be kind of hard to put it into a single box. Narrative is really big in the game. There are a lot of different storylines. Actually, in the demo, you can play, I believe, 5 storylines.
Wow.
It really takes you exploring, talking to the people that you see, exploring the things in the post office. But you can get to some really weird places in the demo. Sometimes I watch people's streams and I'm like, that's available in the demo? Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So,
Breaking the demo rules.
so
I love
narrative
doing
is
that.
big. There's a lot of writing in the game. There's a lot of reading in the game. But it is also a work sim. So you have post office upgrades. You're sorting mail. There's a management aspect to it. And sometimes people play it solely as a management game. which is kind of
Okay.
fun. There's a lot of secrets to be found, and so there's in
Hmm?
that way of Outer Wilds or Animal Well, it's like if you look, you're
I
gonna
still need to
find
play
cool
Outer
stuff
Wilds.
in the game. So
I think I
there's a
have it.
secret aspect.
I'm not sure if I do. I
There's some
thought I
other
did.
secret things I can't say
Don't
yet
quote me on
until
that, because I
full
don't know
game's
half the
released.
games I
Yeah.
have anymore.
Okay.
You know, in terms of the larger themes, though, like that's the gameplay style. In terms of the larger themes, you're immediately going to pick up on within the game a lot of mystery, a lot of ominous ambiance.
Right.
Maybe
I'm definitely
a
feeling
little,
that.
Okay, there's the story
a
choices.
little foreboding.
I was wondering what the
maybe,
blank spot was for.
and there's a lot of uncovery of what's happening on this island. There's lore hidden all over the post office about the different businesses and the different people and the different districts, and so there's a lot of just sort of passive world building throughout that you can kind of
It's hard to read the text,
understand
though.
this world more and more. But there are multiple endings to the game, and there is like
I love
an
that.
end point. Yeah, it's not just this open-ended thing. So really, you can play the game however you want, and you can sort of pull at the strings that are interesting to you. If there's a storyline that feels really interesting, you can follow that. If there's one that isn't, you don't have to. So I think that's a lot of the joy is you can uncover what you want to uncover and follow the threads.
Isn't that how I do it every game? Uncover every
that.
secret.
Yeah, that's I do love a game that has several different endings, especially with a lot of lore. There's you said that there's so much reading. Oh, I can
I
see
don't know.
myself
Life
getting
is
lost
Strange
in
kind of
this.
messed me up on that.
Same. It's also the fact that
I
everything
got spoiled
is
by the
like
letter.
based off of also view kind of like a cozy game, but it also has that mystery type of scary vibe to it, which I love. Like it's funny because you guys could see everything's pink and cute here, but I play horror games too. I love horror games, okay? And that's the funny thing. Everybody doesn't believe me on that, but I'm always playing crazy games on that. So I really,
Right.
I could see myself getting connected to this game so quick. And at least for someone discovering, you know, this type of game for the first time, like I could see myself seeing this, but for somebody that has never ever got into a genre that's like that could be described like cozy or but it has a lot of mystery and it might be scary at sometimes
I'm not
as
sure.
well.
Am I a
Like,
cozy streamer?
How could you describe
Do
it
I
to
actually play a lot
somebody
enough
that just
cozy games to be
discovered this
considered a
game?
cozy streamer?
Yeah, you know, we went to a lot of conventions. We went to PAX, we went to DreamHack, so we got used to our pitch. And
I think I'm anti-cozy.
use the phrase dystopic work sim, escape room puzzle, and dark cozy. And that just is a lot of genres, but it's, again, it's sort of something, actually, let me put it this way. One of our marketers was like, Nancy Drew for adults. The Nancy Drew games from the 90s.
Nancy Drew games.
But it definitely has a scarier vibe. But that sort of
I never played a Nancy Drew game. I read the books. I didn't know they had games.
In a 3D environment.
That is amazing. That is amazing. And
Nancy Drew, Hardy Boys.
Is there anything from your background? Because like you did explain, you know, you do have theater background as well based off of this. You
Me
also
too.
voice live in the game. Was there anything that connected you with your background in real life to this story that created this character?
I mean, this is definitely a type of game that I would play for sure. I mean, I play a lot of genres, but I love being dropped into a world and it's like a sandbox where you get to kind of explore what you want. I really love that. But I love playing a villain. Oops. Antagonist, you know,
You could be a villain?
multifaceted, you guys. It's just,
I want to be a villain. I like being a villain. I like being the bad guy.
So, I love playing these kind of characters that are. I'm actually playing a character right now in a show that is really similar to Liv. There's even some lines that I'm like, that is a Liv line that I'm saying.
I love that.
So I love that. It's fun.
Yeah. I better go ahead and start drinking my energy drink since I'm going to pull it all nighter with homework after this.
Of the post office, it's got this kind of like 20s Gilded Era vibe. Our main artist Bailey has just done an incredible job.
Amazing.
Sort of building out this ambiance of this Great Gatsby style vibe. Which is really fun, and it's cool because she and
feels like I'm back in my literature class now.
Working on the game. Her husband
talking about Great Gatsby
and me and my husband are working on the game. He's the composer,
Nancy Drew.
So it's just such a nice little
books I have to remember reading.
Stuff.
Beautiful. I love that. I love that. See, and it's always the group of people that love what they're doing, that do amazing work, which I always love. But I
Very
do
true.
have a final question though, and this is a question everyone is curious about. When can we expect the release, and where can people follow along, wishlist this game, or support the project itself?
Yeah. So the game is planned to come out in May, full release 1.0, and you can wishlist us on Steam. You can find us on almost all social media except for X, because I don't want to be there.
Yeah,
And,
that's totally cool. I love that.
and you can wishlist us on Steam though, and you can play the demo. And the demo is a microcosm of the game. There's
Honestly, if it
lot to
wasn't for
find in
X, I
it.
wouldn't have known about the
There's a
showcase in
lot
the
to
first place.
explore in it.
So
if you want to
I
get a
don't
sense
know.
of what the game is like, the demo is going to give you a lot of stuff, and then the main game is going to open up some wild.
Actually,
things that you
heard
can
about this
imagine.
showcase
So,
last year, but I
That's
wasn't a co-streamer
amazing.
for it, so
And
I
honestly,
just found it
thank
after the
you
fact.
so much for sharing all of this with us. And it's really been
Now I
such a
am.
joy learning more about you, the game, and the love behind it. I can't wait for everyone to experience this. We'll definitely be keeping an eye out for what's next currently. And honestly, thank you everyone again so much for joining us for this edition of Dames for Games Spring Showcase.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, don't worry.
I was
We're
into
just
the game.
chilling.
I
We're
was
just
into the
chilling.
game.
See, but the game is actually doing what it's got to do. It's
There's
doing what
so
it's got to
much
do.
in here. I was
Not how you can play the
invested in
villain.
story. I'm just like,
Wanted
yes.
to elaborate more on that.
what happened to her daughter? We have
What
to find out.
happened?
Yes.
Red hair? Okay, write that down. Write that down. But yes, I'll definitely make sure that I have this wish listed. Don't forget to check out the Women's Day Steam sale, y'all, and wish list your favorite.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Maybe this
Steam
one,
has a
you know,
special Women's Day
possibly.
Steam sale going on.
Also, Dames for Games is running a fundraiser to gather support for their future showcases. So make sure that you consider donating. Your contributions really do help all.
Also
of
have
the
something
devs
else
that
important
are
I need to tell you
involved in the
guys about too in a
showcases and
moment.
all the hard workers that
Very
are involved
important.
in this. So thank you so much for your time. And don't forget, I am Chelva Gamer. You can find me literally anywhere. And thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm Pink Fairy Blossom. You can
Yeah,
find
that's the
me
link to
on
the
Twitch,
Women's Day sale that's going
TikTok,
on right now.
Twitter and Instagram as Pink Fairy Blossom.
All games
where
that
I
are
stream cozy games and spotlight
run
indie creators
by
as well.
women-led
And
studios
again, thank you so much for being here with us, guys.
that are
Thank
coming
you,
out
Christine,
and some
as
that
well.
already are out.
Now I'll hand it over to Destiny to start the show. Take it away, Des.
Some of these I think I've actually have either on my wish list or already have in my library. Let's see, like Fury. I also did the demo for 13Z. I think I have.
Hey everyone, thanks for showing up. Honestly, like I love that everybody keeps coming up and supporting us and doing everything that they can to show us that women and femmes are very,
You guys
very
might recognize the
important
one in the
in
middle.
game
She's the voice of
industry and
Kralak.
in the community. So welcome back. It's March. It's Women's History Month. And you know we had to show up and show out. So this is our Dames for Games Spring Showcase. My name is Destiny, and I am your wonderful hostess with the mostest, but I also run Dames for Games as the founder and director. And I'm also so lucky to have someone who keeps me on my toes about snacks and, you know, to have my crush also on. So I'll let my crush introduce themselves first.
I mean, that could be anyone at this point, Destiny.
No,
Oh, it's me?
It's definitely you. It's definitely you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
I'm Snack Chick.
Yeah, she's snack chick. She knows who she
hello,
is.
friends. I'm Samantha Bayard. I'm an actor based in the UK. You might know me as Karlak in Baldur's Gate 3. I'm also now in Star Wars The Old Republic, the forthcoming marathon. That might be out already, 5th of March. That's when it comes out. And the upcoming Fading Echo, Jasmine Beulah, a woman, a femme, has written that. And Indie Studio New Tales, and so I'm here to plug that as well. And if you want to know more about the industry, I have a series of interviews with folks called It Takes a Village, which will also take you to GDC and PAX East this year.
Takes a village.
Yeah,
That sounds
super
familiar.
busy. But I'm trying to keep it
when I heard that
very
before.
short, but it's nice to be busy, and it's
With all the good
lovely to be
stuff.
asked back again.
We
Thank
love
you
it.
so much. I really appreciated it. Yeah, I'll hand over to Snack Queen over here.
Snack Queen.
Yeah. Yes, Queen. I like that. Snack Queen. Hi, I am the resident Dames for Games Snack Queen. Christine. And I, again, don't have any snacks, but we're going to just leave Des alone about that, okay? But I'm super happy to be here. I'm a content creator, creator advocate, mental health advocate, constantly, as you guys know, working on global domination. And I love working with Dames for Games to spotlight women and femme individuals. I want to make sure I say that right.
No,
okay, yes, and femme individuals in the gaming industry. Because I love what we do, and I'm excited for what's in the show. I saw some of the trailers, and I know you guys are gonna love them too.
Oh, we have so much. I think we went above and beyond with this show. We have a lot of games, a lot of trailers, a lot of spotlights, and we couldn't do this without our partners. So I want to give a shout out to Wings. They're incredible. They're the ones hosting the Women's Day sale on Steam. If you don't know, now you know. And also Women-Led Games, who helped put together the pre-show you saw earlier with Pink Fairy and Chell, and one of the developers behind Letters Lost, which I hope you check out that game. It's so cool. It's so spooky. And she just does a great job at like voicing the character, which we also have some amazing people in here who voice a lot of really cool characters. And since this showcase is happening March 6th, then that is out and you can go check it out right now. We also want to give a shout out to I had a brain fart for a second. We also want to give a shout out to our broadcast partners who have continued to rock with us for the past 3 years. IGN, Twitch, GameSpot, PC Gamer, you guys are the best, all the love. And we're going to jump right into this showcase. So grab your snacks if you have them, unlike Christine, and enjoy the show.
Facts. Oh. Forgot that I don't have that thing up.
Hi, my name is Anka, and I'm a co-founder and games producer at Symmetry Break Studio in Hamburg. We're making Deep Fog Signals, an atmospheric horror puzzle game about ruthless isolation in a hostile environment, where you and your tiny remaining expedition crew have no idea if your last desperate effort is going to pay off. In Deep Fog Signals, you use limited bandwidth to coordinate your 4 unstable crewmates while the clock is ticking.
Unstable,
you conduct
huh?
esoteric research that could change the world, interpret strange signals from the deep, and make choices that dictate life or death. And if I'm
I get
honest,
to
it's
kill people?
mostly death.
I mean, cause people to die?
My name is Franziska, and I'm a visual artist. I've studied illustration in Hamburg, and my favorite part about this line of work is the ability to make stories come to life. I've been working with Anke and the team on Deep Fog Signals. Currently, I'm helping with concept art and 2D assets.
You straight up fire.
Our team is a bunch of those feelsy, artsy, story-loving people. We're likely all scarred for life by one thing or another. So we decided to make games
You're
about
lucky.
it, and we regretted it soon enough. But you know what? All the horror and suffering we've subjected ourselves to will have been worth it as long as you play our game. And also end up regretting it. Ooh, that's some nasty shit.
Ugh. Look at that.
Oh no.
Is he alright?
No, he's not alright. We make games as an act of resistance, actually, at our studio, to regain control and agency about the narratives that surround us, to tell stories where regular or marginalized people can enact change, and to work through our and our players' demons.
I had to add something extra.
Hey, I'm Ray. I'm co-art director and narrative designer of Tethergeist, a whimsical, cozy, yet brutal precision platformer. In Tethergeist, you play as May, a young rebel who, despite the counsel of her village elders, has struck out on a dangerous pilgrimage to a sacred temple called the Fount of Souls. For hundreds of years, May's people have used their powers of astral projection to travel to the Fount. But May is different. Her spirit travel is limited by a tether. So while her peers can travel effortlessly to the temple in one trip, May has to take the long and hard way. As May ventures away from her village, she encounters rigorous obstacles.
You sure about that?
Hidden secrets, strange creatures.
Are you sure about that?
Townsfolk, hot tubbing spirits, and Foil, a scholar who brings to light knowledge long lost to May's people, like ancient portals leading to a spirit realm, and the legendary healing powers supposedly hidden within the Fount of Souls. May's limited mobility and accompanying pain is inspired by our programmer's daughter, who has spina bifida, and myself, who has struggled for most of my life with chronic pain.
Is that what I think it is? Was that plushy what I thought it was?
Story about overcoming obstacles despite our limitations. It's full of beautiful environments and cozy and encouraging messages.
Precision platformer, somebody
offsets the brutal,
Bane.
borderline masochistic yet forgiving gameplay. The world of Tethergeist is inspired by Miyazaki and Avatar: The Last Airbender. The art was inspired by Gree and
You sure I'm a
Drifter,
knucklehead?
And gameplay was
Okay,
inspired
if you say
by
so.
Donkey Kong and, of course, Celeste. If that sounds like something you'd be into, you should go check out Tethergeist. It's coming to Steam and Switch in 2026, and we can't wait for you to play it.
There, just give it to the side. Give it.
Hi, I'm Greta, or Ygret, and I'm an artist, a musician, a craniosacral therapist, and a game dev. I started mostly doing visual art and
everyone
music,
knows that.
And then I started doing
I'm sure
animation
everyone knows
as kind of
that.
a way to combine them. And then for some reason, apparently that wasn't enough, so then I went towards game dev. I then teamed up with a more experienced programmer, Amos. We were able to combine our skills to make a small game that ended up being, you know, kind of visually and sonically and spiritually, I think, sort of interesting. It's called Margot. It was about a girl who's feeling existential about her friend moving away. Since then, we've been working on a sequel for it, which is called Mitch, and it's about that friend who's moved away and is sort of like navigating, kind of like rerouting herself. Since I'm kind of like artsy-fartsy, like I really like the idea of like games as just like a medium for art. I like that they kind of allow you to like pull someone into a world and then hold them there for a while. It's definitely the most challenging medium that I've ever learned, but I find it equally rewarding.
No, you don't have to pester me. You don't have to pester me with videos.
I've
No
sort of
need for
realized the
that.
importance
No
of like
need for
having
that.
a really sort of strong like artistic or emotional foundation to a project. Like learning different ways of like how to hold on to that throughout kind of the long stages of development. Through game dev, I've also learned that I love to draw animal characters, and I've even been like dabbling in bugs on this game. Mitch is sort of set in the future, so the background is kind of that like humans have left, and then sort of animals and bugs and stuff have sort of taken over the cities. And even though it's set in a city, it's more sort of about like reconnecting with like earthliness. I also learned that I love to make sound effects, and it's actually one of my favorite parts. I've been using a combination of modular synthesis and sampling. I love that it's kind of like a puzzle to like get the sound that you want, so you're sort of like chasing it with your skills, kind of, and then you know also your creativity. Grain delay. Thanks
You
to
too,
you for all you do. I love to see what the girls are up to, and wish this Mitch on Steam.
There are a lot of bugs.
Have you ever had a meal that made you look at life a little differently?
Good evening,
Is this about ramen?
Could I please have some ramen?
What if, in a cooking game, carrot slices reassured your guest and chili flakes gave them courage? This is Soup for Soul, where every bowl tells
Is
a
this
story,
like coffee talk with
and
ramen?
ingredients actually fuel conversations.
This is like coffee talk with ramen.
Hello. We are Peace and Quiet Games, and we are the dev team behind Soup for Soul.
In our game, you run a quaint Japanese ramen shop, craft every bowl your way, and shape your guests' heartfelt stories with your cooking choices.
Oh no, then I'm not gonna get any good talking. That cook sucks.
The
That's
initial
all I better
idea
make
for Soup for
coffee.
Soul was portraying a Japanese sushi chef, But over the time, we figured that hot dishes might be a way better choice, so we ended up with hot ramen bowls because we wanted to give the player a sense of warmth and coziness. Another very important aspect in our game is that we bring strong game mechanics and a strong narrative equally together. I'm a story-driven game fan myself, but I tend to get bored very easily when the mechanics are weak or if there are never-ending cutscenes where there's no gameplay at all. So if you know what I mean,
Definitely,
and you agree, then Soup for Soul might be the game for you.
We'd be super happy if you had a look at our brand new Steam page and gave us a wish list. Our next milestone is to finalize a playable demo, so keep an eye on our socials to make sure you don't miss anything that's going on in our kitchen.
I always see you eat ramen. There's a ramen stop we always buy from. Kanji ramen.
Hello, I'm Camila, one of the founders of Lusky, an indie game studio based in São Paulo, Brazil. And in our projects I mainly work as a game producer and business developer. We are at Games for Games this year to showcase our most recent launch, Capote. It's an online multiplayer game where up to 6 players play against each other in card games. Inspired by classic Brazilian games we play with friends in bars here in Brazil.
Hi, my name is Marina and I'm the art director and concept artist responsible for the game Capote. At the beginning of the project, we did an extensive research to find what makes Brazil a unique country in its culture and what we have in common with the global south. And with that, our game was born. A warm sunset, cold beer, fun card game with friends, an experience that feels like home.
Olá, tudo bem? Eu me chamo Paula, eu sou responsável pelo marketing do Capote nas redes sociais da Lusky. Desde quando a gente começou a criar nossas redes sociais, o nosso principal objetivo era construir uma comunicação mais acessível, mais verdadeira e mais próxima ali com o nosso público. Nas redes sociais, o nosso tom mais leve, mais humorado, nos aproximou dos jogadores e dos devs que nos acompanham. Isso foi muito importante para a gente conseguir criar e construir uma comunidade. E a gente começou a falar não de empresa para pessoa.
What the heck is with the cards on the head?
Essa relação tem fortalecido a nossa comunidade e também deixando a gente mais próximo.
What's with the cards on the head?
Capote is currently in early access on Steam, so gather your friends and find out who's the card game master. Thank you, Games for Games.
Not me.
For the invite.
Not me. I'm not a card game master at all.
Other great games women have been creating.
Food! Oh, photo. I thought it said food.
Hello, I'm Irini, and I'm leading a team of 5 to develop a food vs. mold themed story-rich indie RPG known as Foodmania. In Foodmania, you play as 2 personified food girls, Takoyaki and Tempura, in their cosmic battle against mold people. You explore a whimsical food-themed galaxy rich in flavor, adventure through cute towns, make food friends, and battle mold people in delightfully absurd, pun-fueled combat to save the universe from mold infection.
Oh, man!
The mold people used to be food people, just like you. So maybe there's another way, and somehow, some way,
Kind of reminds me of Undertale mixed with
I'm the
Bullet
creative
Hell.
director and artist, and I've always had a vision of cultivating creatively empowering gaming experiences for gamers like myself. And Foodmania's concept started with just combining my favorite things at the time, which were personifying inanimate objects, food, and space. From there, it grew from wanting to take the dishes we love and turn them into fully realized personified characters and explore what stories they have to tell. And now we have a growing mold army of kids, artists, and gamers alike.
Yeah.
Involved in development through playtesting.
Yeah, that's why I have so much trouble with it. I'm never good at bullet hell games.
And even cosplay.
I can do run and gun bullet games like Contra or Metal Slug, but normal bullet hell, nope.
So much fulfillment. Hey guys, I'm Isabella and I do PR and sound design for Foodmania, where I voice a character that we're super excited for you to meet.
Wish.
There's a whole bunch of new characters, environments, and storylines that we can't wait for you to play. A lot of the new characters are actually foods that you guys requested and we designed. Stay tuned for our major demo update coming in Q2 of 2026.
Q2 is usually summer, right? Or spring.
Hi, my name is Masha Dragostayskaya. I'm the artist and art director of our small game Socket. Socket is a first-person psychological horror where you play as a social worker who obeys a law socket. According to your work contract, you are assigned to live in a house where you must uncover all the secrets of its residents and get to the bottom of a terrifying tragedy that happened many years ago. Lying, spying, digging through trash. These are the basic tasks of your workday. By the way, here is a small insider detail. We came up with the idea of a voice coming from the socket because of our noisy neighbors.
Oh,
you can actually hear them through the wall socket. Just don't tell anyone. In our game, we combine 2D and 3D graphics. I draw the characters from 8 different projections, which creates a sense of volume. Textures, animations, cutscenes, concept art. I create all of this myself, in my own style. Almost everything you see in the game is carefully made from scratch. I'm developing the game together with my husband.
Okay.
He's a programmer, a writer, and also a bit of a 3D artist. When you work as a duo, it's hard to say exactly what your role is, because you end up doing everything. Still, that's our small but wonderfully well-coordinated team. And perhaps a talking wall socket isn't the
trying to do a
trendy
fusion.
thing that will surprise you. Each resident has a unique story, and their actions can sometimes reveal far more about them than their words ever could. And who knows where workaholism and total devotion to your job might lead you. To find out, stay tuned and wishlist Socket right now.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed all of those developer spotlights. I say this all the time, but I love getting a behind the scenes look at what it takes to create a game, because I think the general consumer doesn't know all the work that goes behind it, all of the editing, the voice acting, the building of the scenes and the story. I mean, listen, it's a work of art in so many different ways. It's like an onion with all, like, why did I use onion? Onion is such
layers.
There's just so many layers.
Onions have layers.
Yes, layers. There's so many layers.
Oh,
I don't know.
no.
I'm hungry. That's why I thought onion. But I'm going to pass the mic. I'm going to stop. I'm going to pass the mic over to Sam, who's going to give us some information about the sale.
So all the games you're seeing today are part of our Steam event, and you can wishlist, follow, learn more about each title you're seeing. If something stands out to you, we really encourage you to check it out, support the developers behind it. As you can see, there's a lot of small micro indies here, and so every review counts, every wishlist counts.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all of it, though. There's still more.
And now we're going to throw it to Snack Queen.
Snack Queen. I love it. I think that should definitely be my moniker. Speaking of Snack Queen, and you speaking of Onion, one of the games I'm really, really excited about. Well, we have a few cooking games, so make sure you guys are watching, because I love food games, and there's like a few food games in this showcase. So let me know which one's your favorite down below. Anyways, I want to shout out our content creators and our streamers that are co-streaming, that are charity streaming for us. Thank you so much. Dames for Games is very grateful for all of the time you take to help us with our vision and with our organization. And speaking of, we are currently doing a month-long fundraising event, and you can support Dames for Games and everything we do by donating, or also showcasing the creators that are working with us on your socials. So thank you.
You might find your new favorite creator on Twitch, just saying. I know I found a bunch that I now follow. But wrapping this up, because we have something very special coming up that we've not done before. We usually do interviews, but this time we're doing a roundtable, and we have some incredible individuals, some leaders of innovation that are going to sit down and have a very candid talk with us about the industry, their role in it, and what they'd like to see in the future. I was going to name them, but they're amazing, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So sit back, relax, and get ready for this conversation. You are not going to want to miss it.
Special guest too.
Hey everyone, welcome to the first ever Dames for Games
Very
Roundtable.
Kish. I know that name.
Together some amazing
I think they're
trailblazers,
on,
some
a
beautiful
Twitch person.
innovators who we're going to kind of sit together. Like, honestly, I'm not going to talk as much because I know I talk all the time. I'm going to let them talk. I'm going to pose the question, and then they're going to discuss how they kind of navigate the game industry, the community, the space, because I believe it's something that a lot of femmes and women would really connect with as they're either getting into development, going into school for it, or entering the industry themselves.
Okay, I
And
can
what
do it
better
too.
way to learn how to navigate the industry than
Chill.
from veterans who have basically carved their own space and oh God, I think all of you have inspired me in different ways because I've all had conversations with you, and I just want to share that inspiration with our community and beyond. So let's get started. First off, I would like to introduce Mary Kish from Twitch, and I'm going to let her give a little bit of a background about herself before we go to the next person.
Thanks, Des. My name is Mary, and I now head the community at Twitch, which is such a wonderful and exciting job. Before that, I actually worked as a game reviewer and producer at GameSpot.com. So I have been in the games industry for several decades now, shockingly, but it's currently my honor to represent over 7 million streamers on Twitch every month.
That's awesome. That's incredible. Thank you, Mary.
I love
All right, and next, I think that's really important. You also love what you do. Next up, we have Rihanna. Rihanna does a lot of different amazing things. And I knew I was going to mess up and not remember all of them. So I'm going to throw it to her so she could tell you a little bit about what she does in the gaming space.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm Rihanna Manuel Pena. I am one half of DNR Media Consulting, which is a video game consulting firm. Inside DNR, my partner Danny and I do video game writing. We do brand and marketing and messaging. We help with PR and communications. We do press releases. We do content reviews, we do diversity reviews, kind of like you name it, we do it, simply because we've done all of those things in different capacities over the course of our careers, which have been a combined 30 plus years. So we've done it all. And also I am a content creator. I am formerly of What's Good Games, shout out to those women, amazing people, and currently a part of Gamertag Radio alongside Danny Pena, Paris Lilly, and Peter Toledo. So yeah, if you can think of a job in gaming, I've probably done it or worked for the people who do it.
See, I told you it was a lot. There was no way I was going to remember all that. But incredible. And that just shows you that you can start off doing all kinds of things, and there are different pathways to get into the industry. There are not just one distinct way. Like, you don't have to be just a developer, or you don't have to be just a content creator. You can do whatever you want. And the next guest has carved their own space and has done some incredible things. You might have seen her on the news, you might have seen her on TV. Letta J, aka J Watts, please introduce yourself to the community.
Thank you so much, Des. So happy to be here. I am Letta J, that is my artistic name. I'm a Grammy-winning recording artist and published songwriter, and created Coexist Gaming, which is actually an agency. We're a full-service solution that just gets brands, talents, and products in front of the next generation. At the core of what we do, we design and we build worlds, both in real life and digitally, and then we gamify them. So I own a 3-story gaming and creator lounge in Times Square. We've been called the Soho House for gamers and creators. And our entire goal is just to really serve as a cultural bridge that creates this very authentic and immersive ecosystem that just reflects not only what the next generation actually gathers and plays, but how community-centric we are, and most importantly, how we are the solutions for a lot of businesses that want to be in front of us.
That's what's up. All right. Okay. No, I mean, like, it's so nice to be among so many talented women who are like making moves in an industry that I think my entire community loves and I love. Next up, we have someone who not only is working on their own game, but making an incredible documentary about one of these innovators, one of these women who have been in the game industry for a long time and knows what she's talking about. Teresa, tell us a little bit about you and what you do in the industry.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Hi, I'm Teresa Lung. And yes, I make games. I've made over 10 games, and I'm also a documentary filmmaker, and I work in emerging tech. So the documentary that you're referring to is about pioneering game designer Brenda Romero. And then I'm also doing outreach for the documentary with games and through games. And I do both serious games as well as entertaining games. So I'm super happy to be here. And I'm also an educator. I teach part-time at Vassar College.
Nice. Hi. Thank you. All right, and so we're going to jump right into it because we don't have a lot of time, but we're going to make the most of the time we do have. The question that I wanted to pose to you, incredible ladies, today is how to move through this space without feeling completely burnt out, letting it get to you to where you're like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, because sometimes it can be toxic, sometimes it can be really hard, but like, how do we keep pushing through and like being those strong representations for other girls who might want to get into gaming? So I will throw it to Mary first, and then Mary, you can throw it. We'll do it like tag, like telephone, and then Mary, you pick someone, and then we'll go through everybody.
Okay. Oh my gosh. That's such a wonderful way to start. And thanks for letting me be the first. I think that in my time in games, I have often found myself to be the only woman in a room, often the only person that looks like me in a space. And I used to really find that very intimidating. And I have a bit of a people-pleasing tendency as well. And so my thought would be don't rock the boat, be very quiet, try to be careful with how much space I took up. And it took me a long time to find my voice. Generally, I would say that it is important to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And in order to forge a path, that means that you will be putting yourself in tough spots regularly. And in my time, the times that I reflect and I'm the proudest of myself, I feel like I've grown a lot or I've accomplished something, it's actually the times I've been the most uncomfortable. So it doesn't always feel good in the moment, but my advice to people is to love discomfort and to get really adjusted to speaking up, even when it feels a little uncomfortable, and sometimes saying the thing that you don't think is popular, and taking up that space unapologetically and learning how to do that for yourself, and reminding you that you don't forge a path just for yourself, you forge a path for everyone behind you. And so every time I'm a little uncomfortable and I feel like I'm doing something for the first time and I might make a mistake or I might embarrass myself, I recognize that there's probably a lot of girls and women in this industry that would love the position that I have, or they would love to be the next person in my position, and it's my job to make it easier for them to get there. And so it's not always the friendliest answer, but my honest answer is that I've gotten really good at being like, ooh, this doesn't feel good, and then being like, well, here I go anyway.
Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, that's really how I do it. I'd love to hear from Rihanna on this, because I think there's a lot of times where I've also found that you have been unapologetically taking up space, and I really respect that about you, and I think it's important to recognize that we kind of are all doing it in this group.
Yeah, thanks, Mary. And it's very true. We've had conversations about this too, where, you're not always going to have backup in the room. Something that I'm sure all of us have heard at some point in our careers, we've got some time in, is, look for the helpers, or, find somebody who will back you up. And there's a lot of times when there isn't anyone there to back you up, and there aren't people who will repeat your ideas so everybody knows it was yours and not the person who tries to take credit for it. And there's a lot of times we're out here on our own, and especially folks in like Teresa's position or in Jay's position, where like no one's done what you've done, right? Like you have to figure it out for yourself. And honestly, for me, and because I've been in so many corporate roles and in so many more traditional work environments where I'm kind of just on my own, I've built my own board of directors for my career, for my life. And I have a legal counsel that is my really good girlfriend. I have somebody who helps me with branding and fashion and like making sure I'm showing up the way I want to show up and people are perceiving me the way I want to be perceived. I got a girlfriend who helps me with spelling errors and checking all of my comms. Like, you really do need backup for these types of environments, because in a lot of ways you have to be bulletproof, and it's not fair and it's not right, but it is what helps. And if you have folks that you trust implicitly, people that really just have your best interests in mind, they don't have anything to gain from your success or your failure, they really just want to see you thrive, hold to them tight and let them in. Let them know what you have on your list of goals. Let them know what you're trying to reach for, what you dream of, and ask for help from those people. And unfortunately, you got to be careful.
I actually know exactly what she's talking about.
In your own realm.
I felt like that within
a lot
streaming.
of times it's better to look outside. Look at other industries. Look at people who are at different stages in their career. Look for family. Look for young people who have absolutely nothing to worry about right then. Like they're very unfiltered and very candid and can give you some really great insight as to how you're coming off and what you're trying to do, and if it makes sense to other people. Just check yourself and check yourself against folks that would really have your back or have nothing to lose by telling you the truth, because there are folks who can try to guide you, but they maybe aren't guiding you in the direction you need. They're guiding you in a direction that they would take, and it's not really what you're trying to do. You don't want to walk in anyone else's footsteps. You want to walk your own path. So that would be my advice.
No, that was really good. My takeaway from both of you, right, before we move on to the next person, is you definitely have to advocate for yourself. Nobody's going to advocate for you the way that you're going to advocate for yourself. And build your tribe. And make sure when you're building your tribe, you're very intentional about the people that you bring into your life, whether that's personal, whether that's romantic, whether that's through business, right? Because all aspects of your life bleed into each other. A lot of people like to say, keep work at work and keep personal. But come on now. It's not that black and white. It's never been.
No, it's always mixed together.
No, I love those two things that you guys said. And that's what I took away from it. And I wholeheartedly agree. Next up, Jay, please tell us how you navigate these spaces, because you've done a lot. You've gone on TV to talk about it. Like, you're constantly showing up. And I don't know if you've seen some of Jay's outfits, but girl is to the T. She shows up like presentable. Like, I feel like when you walk into a room, people notice. And that's what I want you to talk about, like that confidence that you come with as you walk into these rooms.
Yeah, and thank you so much, for saying that, honest, that acknowledgement, because I think a really big part of it is just kind of moving with intention. I say that we decide how we want to show up in rooms, and positioning yourself mentally first to just know this is the goal. This is why I'm going here. This is why I'm doing that. And I think everything starts with your mentality. So really embodying and understanding there's a reason I'm doing this, and there's a goal that I'm here to achieve. How do I want to show up in order to achieve that? And so for me, I'm very big on being your brand every day. And so when I walk into a room, I want my presentation to be indicative of words that I haven't even said yet. So for me, I show up with excellence being how I present myself. It means my outfit is intentional. If we are women, if I'm walking in there and I need your undivided attention, I'm only wearing certain things that make sure that you're focusing where I need your focus. and I am, and that's with any environment, right? So if it is, if it's gaming related, it's music, whatever, I really I think it's one of those things that they say, what do you bring to the table? I bring what the table needs. I understand my capability. I could build a table. I could buy the building that the table's in. But if there's already a table, then I don't need to bring a table. So I want to bring what the table needs. And so because I live that way, I think it helps strengthen an understanding of how you need to show up in order to navigate in the world. I do think as women, we have a specific responsibility of thinking about some elements that maybe other people don't have to think about, you know? And so I do believe our charge is a bit different. We have to be mindful of the message that we're going to send before we show up. We have to be really intentional. And part of what helps me remain confident, to be very honest, is knowing that my creator is actually what I want them to see. I think that for me, God, my faith, my spiritual base is why I navigate the world with an understanding of it's actually not about me. Everything I'm doing is bigger than me. Impact is bigger than me. That I love being a vessel when I'm being used for a purpose. My purpose is to achieve that goal, and that goal can live far beyond me. So I just need to do my job. I need to do what I'm here to do. And I get really focused about and like hyper focused about whatever that mission is. And I go for it full fledged. And there's no time to doubt. Like, get rid of that. You know,
it does seem like it's more of
imposter syndrome.
encouraging.
I'm like, you are
than
not
it
an
is
imposter.
a showcase.
You belong here. Don't forget it. I'll remind you as many times as you need to.
I did notice that.
So when you say your tribe, it is really important that your tribe is also empowering you.
Not that saying a bad thing.
Because every time, if you're a vessel,
I just noticed that it's more
pouring
skewed
out
that
of
way.
Constantly, you're giving constantly. You have to be refueled. And I think when you are making those intentional decisions, including who you are attached to, who is helping fuel you, they're a part of the confidence you have too, because it's all sort of energy, you know, what you're giving off, what you're magnetizing, what you're attracting, and it helps you navigate in a way that makes you very firm because you understand who you are and what the greater goal is.
No, that's really good. That was great. That was great. And then I'm going to give my thoughts, but first I'm going to throw it over to Teresa. And it's the same question. How do you deal with burnout? And then the reason why I asked Letta very specifically is because I've seen her walk into rooms and just own the space. So I really wanted her to talk on that. But how do you deal with it? Because I feel like not only do you teach, but you're getting into film. I don't know how male-dominated film may be. Like, you're doing a lot of things, and I just want to know how you move through these spaces.
Yeah, it's a great question, and it's been quite a process over time, right? And so I think within my toolkit, it is everything from what Rihanna and others were saying about finding your tribe, to also really understanding what organizations can help build me up, right? And finding that community. So to be more specific about it, for example, you were talking about the IGDA, right? The IGDA Foundation, your foundation, your organization, the Game Devs of Color, right? I'm in New York, so there's also Gumbo. There are different organizations where there are people within, right? And it seems obvious, but when you take the time to connect, right? I've seen Jay before at events, right? We support each other. It's wonderful to see the other women in this panel. But in addition, it doesn't have to be just women, right? In terms of people who can support you. So it's very important to figure out who those folks are, right? So, for example, I'll give a shout out to Gordon Bellamy. You may know Gordon, right? Gordon's fantastic. Gordon's intersectional. He lifts people up. And so I've been very fortunate that I actually went to a science camp with him years ago, and we reconnected over the years, and we help to support each other, right? So it's somebody who's been in the industry, who can give it to me to tell me like it is, right? If I have to step up for something, if I'm being too shy, because sometimes I can still be shy, right? And other times it's like, no, I've done this, right? I've been in the room, like I can handle this. It is still challenging, but I believe it takes practice, right? It takes practice and it takes conviction. And so it's from leadership training. I've been involved with that to also. So my to-do list for this year is I have to meditate more, right? So it's that self-care and that idea of how do you do less at times? How do you say no to certain things so that I can focus on my mental health, right? Or my spiritual and physical well-being.
No, that's what's up. I love that. Okay, so to speak on what both of you said, For Letta, I feel like what you said, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but like, I love the idea of you saying like, work with your strengths. When you walk into a room, be aware of what you're strong at. And if there are things that you're not strong at, it's okay to lean on other people to help. It really does we had Samantha on earlier, and she has a really great podcast called It Takes a Village, and it really does. It takes a village sometimes to build these incredible things. And Teresa, I love what you said about allyship. It's not just
That's where I
about
heard the name from
women or femme-identifying individuals coming together and uplift what
I heard
we
it
do. I
before.
work with some incredible men. Do you know what I mean? And I know we all know some incredible men who have stood behind us and really pushed us in ways that, you know, we didn't think were possible. Guys, I just think that having you on today and you giving like your perspectives is really, really important. It was important for me, like listening to all of you. So I can't even imagine how valuable this information might be for someone young who's just getting into gaming, or someone who's just, you know, starting out, or someone who might want to get into gaming, but they don't see themselves in the space. And that is why I asked you on today. That is why we do Dames for Games, because you can tell me about Susan and Carrie and Jennifer all day, but if I don't see Susan, Carrie, or Jennifer ever in the room, I start to doubt whether they're really, you know, making decisions in those rooms where those decisions are made, the big decisions. So I just want the community to know that all of the ladies here are in those rooms making big decisions. We have Mary, Rihanna, Jay, Teresa. These are some of the faces that are making decisions and innovating and basically going out there and changing the industry for all of those who are in it today and those who are going to come after us. And I think that's really, really important.
Hopefully changing it for the better, right?
I can't say thank you enough for taking time out of your busy schedules. Guys, we are so lucky.
Not too bad.
Of your
not too,
busy schedules to come on and talk with us and share your insight with our community. Please, please,
There's
please.
room for
I'm going to go through everybody really quickly.
There's room for traditional and room for
people want to
new stuff.
Find out how to follow you or keep up with you. I'm going to start with Mary. Where can people keep up with you and what you're doing?
Thanks for having us and letting us to meet so many wonderful people. If this is like something that you're really passionate about, keep going and continue to follow the people here, because you're going to see way more inspiring stories and things that we're up to. In addition to my job, I do stream. I stream every Monday on my own channel, so you can catch me on twitch.tv/twitch and twitch.tv/MaryKish. That's my name. And I am streaming on behalf of the company and on behalf of myself regularly, and it's a joy. So I welcome you. I play a lot of indie games and platformers, and often looking for games, exciting games to play. So hit me up.
Well, aren't you just in luck, because we're part of the Women's Day sale, and all the games that are a part of this event are going to be in that event. So make sure you check
I'm still
out
looking at that. I'm still look at the rest of that.
If people want to keep up with you, where can they find you?
Oh goodness, I lurk in a lot of places. I guess the easiest way to keep up with my latest is on our podcast at the Danny and Rihanna Show, and that's on YouTube and all podcast services. Right now we're talking quite a bit about our move to Dominican Republic and how that's going to affect our jobs, how that affects us as independent business owners, and how that affects us as gamers, because, you know, international gaming, lots of handheld hours on flights are in our future. So that's probably the best way to keep up with me. And I will actually be
I'm hoping that they actually have a lot of these
very,
trailers
very
in the
soon
show
for a couple of different things around Black History Month. So Mary will be seeing my face in a lot of the community comments, and hopefully y'all can join those too.
Awesome.
Some of these actually look kind
Jay,
of interesting.
Where can the people find you and keep up with what you're doing?
Yeah, of course. So you can find me everywhere at Letta J Music. That's LETTA.
Oh, cool.
J
You want
Music
to
on all
scan?
platforms. And for everything Coexist at Coexist Gaming, just like it sounds, Coexist Gaming. And we also, remember, have a gaming and creator hub in Times Square. So if you are in the New York City, feel free to drop by. We're at 325 West 38th Street. If you know, you know, but we're right on the Times Square stop, right by Penn Station between 8th and 9th Avenue. It is a 2-story space. It's technically 3 floors. We have a speakeasy on the bottom, but it's like everything you ever imagined. Gamer heaven, all the vibes, and beautiful.
What'd she say about Penn
Full
Station?
food and beverage, bar on every floor, mocktails, amazing food, amazing energy, music studio, podcast studio, all the things. All the things are coexisting.
That's what's
Hey,
up.
Pensation.
Teresa, if people want to keep up with
I
you
think
and
I
learn
know
more
what
about your
Pensation is.
documentary, where can they find you?
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, so there are two ways. One is for the website for the game, it's Game On, the documentary about the game, it's gameonthemovie.com. And then for socials, it's my name, which is THERESA, and then LOONG. So Teresa Lung. Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
Well, we're going to get back to the game show because we have a lot more to show you. But again, this has been incredible. I can't wait for us to do it in a longer format. We only had a little bit of time, but I always appreciate it. It's not about how much time you have, it's about how you use the time. And we'll catch you guys back after these developer spotlights. I don't even know anymore. It's late for me. It's around 11 p.m. But we got more coming. So
it is 11 p.m. It literally is 11 p.m. for me right now. It literally is 11:42.
Listen, that roundtable, that conversation, those ladies are really doing the work behind the scenes, in front of the camera, and it's just really inspiring. And I hope all of you are just as inspired. The whole point of that was to show that you can get into the industry in different ways. You don't have to be a developer. You don't have to necessarily be a voice actor. You don't have to create games. You can be a content creator. You can create your own space like Coexist. You could be the head of community at one of the biggest platforms out there, Twitch. You can make a movie. You could just run your own PR company with your amazing partner. There's so many ways to be involved. And so for all the young ladies out there and all the young femmes out there, and even to all of our allies, even men and boys, if you want to get into the industry, there are ways to do it, and you can find your own path. And I'm going to get off my soapbox.
I'm enjoying that soapbox. Hunger pangs again. I just wanted to shout out the two games about food in that first segment. We got Peace and Quiet, which is a beautiful cooking simulator with an art style that makes me yearn to return to Japan. And then there was another food-based Japanese game called Food Amina. Demo's out now. It's promising food puns and
I want to get the one that's the ramen thing.
After my
I forgot the name of the
Japanese
one, the
foods, takoyaki
ramen.
and tempura. Those are the characters.
Darn
names,
it!
right?
I should have remembered it.
Keep them away from mold.
Yeah.
It's got a charming
I need
art
another
style,
one that has to
retro
do with
pixel
ramen.
music. It's gorgeous. I'll be playing that. I really needed to eat something today, clearly. But yeah, just wanted to shout those two out.
No,
The socket was amazing. A social worker who bays a wall socket.
No, I
we
get
need
it.
that in our lives. Check it out. There's some weird and wonderful things out right now. There's such a great variety in this showcase for March.
Yeah,
I
we
wanna
try to
echo
keep
that.
it mixed in. I'm so sorry. I was just going to cut you off real quick and just say, no, I'm kidding.
I was standing next to Christina.
No snacks, interruptions, nothing. No, I was gonna echo like Soup for Soul by Peace and Quiet. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I love coffee. I loved Coffee Talk as a game. So having this cooking simulator Coffee Talk
What's
thing,
called again?
love it. And Food Amina, I love, like you said,
Soul,
the food
cooking
puns.
soul.
And I love the idea of keeping them away
Very
from mold.
important.
Like I just love the
It could
idea
be
of that game.
Food kids.
Yeah,
It's
very,
not all
very
fun
important.
and games. You got to think about food safety and hygiene.
Harvest
and a
Carnival?
really important thing.
Yes, those things are
Yeah.
important.
Yes, we're hungry,
Smiles
as you can
on.
tell.
Yeah, no, the only games they talked about were food games. This is not. It's totally fine. It just shows that like we are hungry and we need to finish up recording and all that
Rush.
good stuff. But and all the other games were cool too, even if it wasn't
Yeah, the
about
guests
food.
had
Just let you know.
disability representation. I thought that
Copycats
was
on here,
really
huh?
cool. There we go. I
There
did
you
look at the
go.
trailers. I
There
wasn't
you
just
go.
drawn to the ones with food. This will become apparent as we go on. Don't worry about it. It's just the ones that stood out to me.
Right. Trust us, trust us, trust us.
Hey everyone, Kimmy Arcanis here, and I'm excited to be hosting another Dames for Games showcase. Are we ready to dive into an incredible lineup of female and fun-led games, creators, and studios? Because I definitely am.
Creators.
So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the vibes. Oh, and
remember
don't forget
potions.
the sunscreen, because this lineup
And my
is
lovely
gonna be
daughter.
hot.
I'm surprised that so many games I have in my library are made by women-led teams. I didn't even know it. I remember that. WTF Waifu Tactical Force. I haven't wanted to play that one for a while. a demo for that one up yet? Or an open test? Exactly. Exactly. That's why I like finding out after the fact. So I can actually have no preconceptions before playing. I wanted to play the demo for this, but you guys never voted for it. This was one of the choices you guys could have voted for. Kitty Haven. Oh, we can throw cats around. Oh, that sounds depressing. Melted time. What's with the closed caption constantly saying the word eat? Oh, somebody was dead. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that was odd. Okay, that's also a little bit too close to work. Okay.
Imagine a world on the brink of freedom from colonial oppression.
Bill Agency?
2262. Crime. Class conflict. Propaganda. A familiar story hindered only by those with plenty of time and little to lose. Detective Maigan Hill, the sleuth of Agamaski.
It's like a Katie Rain type of game?
Became second nature, dedicating her days to the faceless, rejected citizens of Agamaski. Until Mary, that is. This case goes way farther than the banks of this one detective's little neighborhood. Life is all missing kids and cheating spouses, until a dame from the upper district barges in and changes your life.
Warning, test got resulted. Dizziness. Disorientation. Soul possession.
Why am I getting Fatal Frame vibes from this one?
Okay, wow. I don't know about you, but my Steam wishlist just keeps getting bigger. Hello everyone,
I hope
I'm
mine
Krista
doesn't.
Cummings, and I'm really excited to be here and to have once again teamed up with our friends from Dames for Games to shine a spotlight on some of the most creative, innovative, and just plain awesome games and game developers. In case you haven't heard of Wings before, Wayback Studios, founded by women and gender marginalized game developers. We help them grow their studio sustainably and get their amazing games out into the world. Because we know that teams like these are making some of the most exciting, creative, and commercially successful games out there. One of the other ways that we help celebrate women devs and their awesome games is with our Women's Day sale on Steam, which is back for its 4th edition and is happening right now all the way until March 15th, and it is our biggest sale yet, featuring
15th?
hundreds of games with
that's
huge
more time.
discounts, new demos, brand new releases.
Yeah, I'm looking at
You
it right now.
absolutely do not want to miss
Right
out.
now, I'm looking
Okay,
at this.
that is enough from me. Enjoy the rest of the showcase.
If you haven't
and
seen the link
definitely
before.
check out the Women's Day sale on Steam afterwards.
Goblin sushi. More sushi, huh? Uh-oh. Is it poop tasty? Oh gosh. Yeesh. Wow, that thing is collecting more money than the fairy invested here. that thing kept me broke. The Winter Whisker Watch? Plays your cats. Okay. Camera anima? I'm always down for a good story choice mystery. Camera anima.
Hey, it's great you're here. I'm Zina from The Right Wars Games, and I've been working on Irene for our new game.
A game? Am I a joke to you? Seriously though, I'm kind of trapped in here, and I'm so grateful you're adding color to my life. Yapping about all kind of stuff. Making life choices with me. Chatting and playing games here. Handling real life tasks for me or for yourself. Or going offline and discovering things out there. This is life, and I'm happy to live it with you by my side. While it lasts.
What? Maybe a while it lasts. This is a sad game. Automatic. Like, yeah, safe villainous. Are these games?
Open your very own thrift shop in Thrifty Business. You will search through boxes filled with pre-loved items, organize and decorate your shelves for your customers, and try to fulfill their requests. The previous owner, Ingrid, is moving away to the city and entrusts you to transform this rundown shop into a cozy and welcoming
I didn't know if thrift shops take requests.
Customize the furniture, wallpaper, flooring, and decor to design your store however you like. And as business grows, you might even want to expand into the other rooms. With more space, you will even be able to host events to create a hub for the local community.
That's an interesting concept.
The tyranny of the nobility and the cruelty of the Church of the Holy Light seem to be unparalleled. The obsession of searching for pagan propaganda always ended with the execution of a woman. Among many voices, the one that resonated the most was a young villager with a fierce and indomitable spirit. They captured several saboteurs and sentenced them to death by burning. My beloved Christy. I burn with rage for not being able to bring her back.
Yeah, she would be pissed. She should be pissed.
I stopped running to hide and started running to fight. Those guards took away what I loved the most. But this time, not even the sun will stop me.
You can beat up people with magic? That's what I'm hoping. Mary Crisis? This looks like a dating sim. Just saying. definitely looks like a dating sim. Glenvale, my mini overworld. Okay. Wait! I recognize this. Haven't we seen this before? I've seen this. I know we've done this before. I know this looks very familiar. I recognize the interface. It was that crafting game that the multiplayer crafting game that I would try for a while, but I wasn't able to keep doing because I had to have the game active in order for everyone to join in.
Hello everybody, my name is Julia and I'm also known as your favorite neighborhood night owl who loves to play indie games on Twitch.
Now I gotta find out what it is.
Thrilled to
I
be
know
one
I've
of your
seen it.
hosts for this edition of the Dames for Games Showcase. We've got an incredible lineup of women and femme-led games, artists, and creative teams to spotlight today. Now, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I get to watch a showcase, especially one hosted by Dames for Games, my wish list doubles. No, scratch that. It triples. There are so many incredible games out there with so much heart and soul and originality that these showcases are the absolute perfect platform to show that. So whether you're here to find your next indie or just celebrate all things creative, you are absolutely in the right place. So let's get into it.
So we're back. I went and got food.
You didn't get me.
I'm lying. They know I haven't. I've been sitting here
Even
the whole
asked
time.
Okay, where's mine?
That is exactly. See, this is the problem. Everybody expects me to bring all the food. You know what? I'm just gonna be quiet and let you guys talk about your favorite picks out of what we just saw.
Well,
Whoever
yeah.
wants to go first.
Yeah, I'll go in Kitty Haven. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so kawaii, and you can make a little haven for the little meow meows. I wrote that down because I was like, that is.
She said meow meows.
They're so
It's a
cute.
technical term. Thank you.
Yeah, it's very technical. I loved it.
Right, yes, very professional, very stoic. I love, I saw it immediately and I wrote it down. I was like, that's one. And then Odd Jobs, it's like Human Fall Flat meets Party Animals. And I love those physic games where it's just room for chaos.
Chaos
and fun
was
with
the
your
word I
friends.
wrote down on that trailer when that
I love
car
that
just
you love
knocks a
those.
koala down. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
well, this is real. This is very serious. Yeah, no, they stood out for me too. And in addition to that, Whisker Watch. I think we've got some animal stuff going on, haven't we?
Yeah.
From food to animals.
I love
Food
the
and
fact that
animals,
cats
there's a
slap
theme
each other to give
going.
each other inspiration. That's certainly not what I've seen in my experience. But it involves strategic barfing, tactical pooping, and high precision hairballs. What is there not to love about that? That looks fantastic. You customize your appearance. There's a sort of dress-up element as well as an RPG thing. And then another one I liked, which wasn't cute at all, was Crimson Tale. First-person
Crimson Tale actually caught my attention.
Featuring Elizabeth, who's a trans lesbian vampire. Not very often you get to say that. That's pretty cool, if that's the sort of representation you are looking for. She is there to fight oppressive nobility.
I just
They're
looked at her
unclassified.
kicking butt.
There's
That's all I cared
vengeance.
about.
It sounds great. There's something for everyone. That's what I love about that. So yeah. Again, another loads of variety in this section.
I think they should definitely hire you to do the voiceover for their next trailer. I think. Listen, yeah, and even be in it. Let me connect you two after this. Let me just connect y'all, and you too, girl, for the kitty cat and the pow pows. Yeah, I'm trying to get everybody in. But I hope you all have enjoyed the trailer section and the developer spotlights at the beginning of the show. We have
there's a
so
demo for
much
Crimson
more
Tale
coming through. But remember, all of these games that are featured in the showcase are in the Wings Women's Day sale. So make sure you're writing them down, make sure you're wish listing, and if they're out, make sure you're buying
I added
them.
the demo for it in my
helps these
library
small
to
developers
try it out.
who are trying to create something very special to share with our entire community. And with that, we're going to be going into our last segment of Developer Spotlights. So if you didn't grab your snacks, go grab them now, and we'll be here waiting. Bring us something too, and we'll be here waiting. Thank you.
Yeah, I need a snack right now. I need my drink.
Let's go.
Hello, we are Kitten Cup Studio, and we are the team behind Cappy Castaway. We're a small team based in Toronto, making cozy games with heart and kindness. My name is B. Zelda, and I'm the community manager for Kitten Cup Studio.
Hi, I'm Saffron Aurora. I'm the creative director and the CEO at Kitten Cup Studio.
Hi, I'm Ashley Kamenska. I'm the programmer at Kitten Cup Studio.
Pekoe!
I wanted Cappy Castaway to feel
I saw Pekoe!
like,
That's from by
I
the
guess all
coffee
best
parts
parts
shop.
of my childhood.
I think my favorite part of working on Cappy Castaway has been that we've been a very small, tight-knit team. Our approach to how certain features are made is sometimes more playful, or we take ideas that we have or things players suggest and sometimes just joke around, and in the end, sometimes
How about
it's
when I
something
don't
that's
expect them?
worth keeping.
I love the naps. When Corby and Cappy are sleeping all curled up, it is my favorite.
I'm a firm believer in having design intention and sort of what we're building.
Speaking of
We have
the
so many Toronto
W that
details,
tastes like
the signs that's inspired
honeydew
by
melon and
offsets,
white grape, the free range
the
flavor.
Franz Diner pickle sign, the Elmo Combo sign.
Really
I think in
liking that. I
terms
really
of
hope they don't
real
discontinue
world
it too soon.
Places influencing the world of Cappy Castaway. It has to be High Park. That's where all of our characters come from, where a big part of the story comes from. And also the Toronto Islands, which also very much inspired pretty much the entire shape of the island.
Thank you for supporting women-led games and for being a part of this journey with us. If Cappy Castaway sounds like your kind of cozy, playful adventure, make sure to wishlist on Steam and play the demo today. We can't wait to welcome you into the world of Cappy Castaway.
Hi everyone, I'm Mandy. I am the creative director and narrative designer of Saigai Studio. We are currently creating a game that's called Name of the Wheel, which is I'm going to introduce you. Name of the Wheel is a hand-drawn daylight horror narrative adventure that gamifies peer pressure and explores collective trauma. You play as a numbered cult member and Hope, where everyone wears the same smiley helmet, rules are absolute, and pain is framed as salvation. By day, you act as like the model cult member, participate in morally challenging rituals that slowly test your value. But by night, you become a hacker, exploring forbidden floors and also uncovering buried documents. But be careful, the benevolent fathers always watches you. At the core of the game is the conduct system. You think it might be like a guidance, but it's actually like a monitoring device. This system branches the narrative, it alters character behavior, and it also triggers interrogations or some unknown punishments. What makes this game horror is from the pure judgment. You're haunted by something that everyone decides not to talk about. Along the way, you're guided by Elaine. She's warm, she's playful, and she's strangely comforting until one day she disappeared. And her absence forced you to face your tragic past. Will you conform in exchange for happiness, or will you face your guilt to escape? So if you're a person like a psychological horror fan who love like anime-inspired art, some kind of like a mixture of mouthwashing and thousand resist, I believe this game is for you. Thank you so much for watching.
and
Our
what?
free demo is out now on Steam, so don't forget to try it out and wishlist on Steam. Thank you. Bye bye.
Actually, a peer pressure game is actually sounds scarier than most of the horror games I played.
Hi, I'm Anna Wolf. I'm the art director on Stika and the co-founder of Eclo Studios.
Hi, I'm Larissa Lohrabowicz, and I'm the co-founder of Eclo and narrative director on Stika.
It's been amazing working with all the devs that have come onto this project. We started in a mass layoff, and
that's why I'm kind of scared of that more than I am the horror games.
For Ukraine, but creating a video game. That game is Stika.
Stika is a stealth horror game featuring primarily Ukrainian folklore. It's based on a true story that happened to me at a youth camp in Ukraine. As someone raised in the Ukrainian diaspora, our culture was really important to us, so being able to focus on that has been really fun.
Hi, my name is Kasia Kolasa and I am a 3D artist for Stika. First time I heard about Stika was during a party when Larissa told everyone a crazy story they experienced in Ukraine, and we were all like, how about you make a game about it? And Larissa was like, okay, and they did it. And I'm just so happy I can participate in this process. It's very important to me.
My name is Angel Joe, and I am a game producer on Stika. The Stika team is dedicated to meeting their team where they're at and growing and celebrating their people.
Hello everyone, or let me say in Turkish, Merhaba, I'm Zeynep from Turkey, and I'm a 3D designer in our game Stika.
Hello, my name is Jennifer from San Diego, California. I am a 3D environment artist working on Stika.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I was a programmer for Stika, and I loved getting to play my part in making this world come to life. I hope you guys like our game. Bye!
Okay, that last scene looked kind of scary.
Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm the art director and co-founder of Humble Beats, and with my partner Aurélien, we are currently working on Hades Legacy.
Oh, there you are.
Hades Legacy is a cozy simulation game set in the mountains. It's about caring for animals, helping a small village, and taking the time to slow down and breathe. On this project, I'm in charge of the art direction, and I create most of the visuals myself. That includes characters, environment, animations, UI, everything you see on the screen. Aurélien handles the narrative and programming of the game on the Godot engine. We've been working together for years, and the close collaboration between art and code is really at the heart of how we make games. Before Hades Legacy, we released Kamairu, a frog refuge, a cozy game about collecting frogs and restoring wetlands. That project really helped define our visual language. Soft colors, nature-focused environments, and a lot of care put into the small details. What I enjoy the most about being a game artist is creating worlds that tell a story. Little details in the environment, how characters move, how a place feels at different times of the day, all of that contributes to our players connect emotionally within the game. For a long time, I didn't work on cozy games. But over time, I realized that games need developers with many different backgrounds and sensibilities, and that there's a public for softer and meaningful experiences too. We had a lot of players at Gamescom last year telling us how relaxing our game was. It feels really special to know that
Where
players
does Gamescom
might
happen?
find
Is that
comfort,
in Germany,
calm,
or is that
inspiration in something
somewhere else? I thought it was Germany.
Thanks them for Games for this opportunity to show a game. Please check out the demo and wishlist the game on Steam to support us. Bye bye!
Oh my gosh, I've seen a lot of Otome games on this page.
I grew up in a small town where nothing ever happens, at least until you start doing something yourself, creating a meaning, not waiting to be invited. There is no point in looking for something interesting. What saves you in a place like that is being interested. Ila lives in a small town. When they're turned into a vampire, they befriend people they might have never chosen otherwise. They learn to be part of this imperfect web of human connections, because none of us survives this life alone.
All the games that have the trailers are in the upcoming games section of the Steam page that I put the link in. That's where I'm finding most of them at.
For a while I didn't feel we have to hide.
I'm also finding other games that haven't been shown yet.
All over the media and the culture and public life. Today's loss of my country have pushed the queer community back into hiding. For that reason, I can't show my face in the video. Neither can some other members of our team.
Aww.
But even if that future didn't survive in real life, we can still make it happen in our game. We are not making a game about the perfect or
I remember hearing about the folktale of Heidi.
It's full of grief as it's full of love, just like
I've actually remember hearing about that as a kid.
Queerness isn't something unusual there. Our main character is non-binary. Other characters are openly queer, and no one is making a big deal.
I just don't remember the story because it's been so long since I heard it.
Sticks is our way of exploring that future that was taken away. What if we could exist as ourselves? What if we could find each other and learn to navigate the darkness together?
Hi, I'm Tanche from Black Tangerine. Today, I'd like to tell you a bit about my team, Black Tangerine, and also about the game we are making, Killa. We are all college students when we first got together. We just thought before graduation drug us into adulthood, let's make something we actually love. We figured if we packed a game full of everything we love, our taste and ovations, then surely people like us would absolutely love it. You know, the kind of thing, deep tangled relationship between characters, tragic and painful past, and those intense visuals that scream all that emotion out loud. We are totally obsessed with that stuff. We are Black Tangerine, a game dev team made of 4 female university students from Korea. Planning, art, sound, and programming, all women. Black Tangerine basically means otaku. It represents everyone who secretly hides their intense tastes deep in their hearts. Our goal is simple: to make games for all hidden Black Tangerines out there in the world. Killa is a mystery story adventure game about Barala's journey to find and take revenge on La, the one who killed her master. Following the master's dying wish, kill the La. You become Barala, track down the real La who killed the master, and choose how Barala's revenge plays out. So, do you like Black Tangerine? If you do, please kill the La.
Kill the La. Hunting down the killer stories, huh? I'm good with that.
Hi, I'm Melody, the CEO of Merge Conflict.
And I'm Karina, the art director.
And we're making Keeper, a tower defense and base building comfort strategy game.
Tower defense with pelicans?
After the stars fall out of the sky, the world is swallowed by a shadowy fog, and it's your job as the last pelican to restore the constellations to the cosmos. There are 2 main parts to Keeper: the tower defense segment and the base building segment.
In tower defense, defend fallen stars from hordes of shadow enemies, rescue lost animals, and utilize their wishing power to place and upgrade towers. Certain towers have symbiotic abilities that can be passed to other towers, so make sure to try out all the different combinations.
And in base building, the animals you fought with in tower defense will take refuge at the abandoned lighthouse at night. Over the course of the game, you'll build up trust with animals to strengthen their towers and ultimately your community.
You can even place decorations and complete community projects that will affect the tower stats of each animal in the tower defense segment of the game.
Our studio's journey is a bit unique. From meeting in college to moving in together, the 5 of us have made a living doing what we love most: making games.
We started the prototype for Keeper as a break in development from our last game, Emporium, which launched back in August, and since then we've been full-time on Keeper.
Our team loves working on this game and can't wait to share it with you, so go wish this
Keeper
on Steam and check out the demo that's live right now. Thank you!
I know that game.
Hi, my name is Becca Saltzman. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Finji. We are actually working on a new project called Usual June. Usual June is a story about a young woman in
let them know that I was actually interested in showcasing this game,
and as she
but they never gave me the key for it.
The whole adventure sort of unfolds.
And then the demo came out, and then totally forgot about it.
And we love the stories, the urban legends, the weird histories that sort of imbue all of our towns. We wanted to tell stories about people we know, the sort of communities that we're in. We want to tell stories about those places, and that's where Usual June came from. And we hope our players will have an incredible time.
That's our hacking session, and that's all I needed to see.
That is, just scattered throughout the game, but also get to know June and her best friend, both alive and dead.
Oh, good. You get to block out bad guys.
Or Beatriz, and I am a environment concept artist on the Usual June team. I'm also doing some environment 3D modeling work, but mostly.
So I guess the game never came out then.
There is a lot of very exciting
Probably why I never got the
art
code
style
for it.
stuff that we're doing in the game. A lot of fun.
I thought it long
effects.
since
I
came
think the
out,
game looks
honestly.
really pretty, and it's a very unique blend of different aesthetics. And I've always been someone that loves doing very painterly, very artistic, very weird art. So it's been really, really fun to be able to do that. So I hope that people will play it and enjoy how weird it is.
I am Audrey Schutte, and I am the creature concept artist on Usual June. I was an animal nut from the get-go. So, like, once you're obsessed with an animal's creature design is the next inevitable step. I think if I've done my job right, people are going to be
I think this game had a bad rep because of its ties to a certain organization that people
my hope
were
is that,
upset
like, my
about
work
it,
will
upset
elevate
against.
the rest of the team's work as well. It's genuinely a project that is made with love. So
I still think a lot of games
that's
have
showing
that
in the
tie.
game.
And we're back. Do you guys like that? The jazz
Those
hands?
are jazz hands.
I do.
These are your mysterious hands.
Jazz hands. Oh, you're right. You're right. I think I was getting it confused with, I don't know what show it was, but they were going back in time and they did this thing, like
instead of having a
you know
special
what I'm talking
effect.
about? Okay. Maybe yeah. Going back in time.
It's inventive. It's inventive.
I've seen that. I don't remember what it
Speaking of
was.
Going back in time. What did you guys think about?
I thought
the
it was
show
pretty
overall?
good. There's a lot. My wish list is very full.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of demos out as well. You can play the demos. Most of the time, you can leave a review. That's another way to support our wonderful developers. Can they get good reviews? That will get pushed out on the algorithm, recommended to a wider fan base. Yes.
It's like she's put out a game or something. You know what I mean? It's like she knows what she's talking about. Like just fluffing. It's like. But no, I thought it was like we take a lot of care when it comes to like selecting the games and the developers, and we always try to make sure like there's a variety. I know we talked about Kitty Pow Pows and we talked about food, but like there were so many different games. Like for example, WTF, which I can't like say.
Why Free Task
WTF was a
Force?
game that
I don't know any other thing it could stand for.
There you go.
But you got like Hello Kitty on your
I don't know
site,
what
so
I was
that was on the
thinking
wish
of.
list. Straight away they had me. They knew exactly their audience. Yeah.
But that was a good one. Pink Noise, which I feel like I'm really vibing with the color theme of Pink Noise, my whole color theme. This is not to say none of the other games are great. Those are the only ones I can think of off the top of my head right now. Listen, doing this on an empty stomach is so hard, and we had so many
we've learned
games.
lessons for next time.
We had so
With
many.
sure you have food
Tantalizing.
Yeah. I mean, I could read off the list right here, but then
I'm going to give a shout
breaks
out to
the
Name of the Will because it's about cults, and I'm obsessed about cults in the way that people are obsessed about true crime. So I really like that. I thought it was really cool.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, I think that's good. Sleep. It's good sleeping stuff.
And then we've got,
You have a game about ADHD? What the
The
heck?
The art style is so beautiful on that. It's like a cut, what's it? What would you call it? Like a paper cut out artwork. 3D in this beautiful thing. And revenge. Who doesn't love revenge?
Who doesn't love a little bit of revenge?
I'm noticing a theme: revenge, vengeance.
Yeah, revenge is always a good thing for me.
At least we stepped away from food and cats. Okay, now we're on to something new.
Now we're on to vengeance. What happens if you don't get food or cats? Yeah, exactly. I love our showcases because I do honestly feel like there is something for everyone, whether the type of game, the genre, the niche, everything. Like I know I was shouting out the cute and cozy games because that's where my heart is, but there are some fun like horror games. Like you said, Pink Noise, which is like a visual novel, like psychological horror thing. Also, Cappy Castaway. The minute the capybara like chirped, I was like, that is what I need. I need a capybara. That's one of my favorite animals. They're so cute and adorable. So yeah, I love our showcase. I think there's something for everybody. And yeah, I
love how you tried to get away from talking about cute stuff and you just went back to cute stuff. No, but there's like a
trap.
like horror.
Cute stuff trap.
There is a lot of cute stuff. I mean, listen, cute can be like dark too. And we do have some announcements coming up later about some very cool stuff. Also on the docket, which is a really cool announcement, we are now our own nonprofit. That means we are not under anyone else. Dames for Games is standalone, and that's a really big step for us because, you know, it takes a lot to build. It takes a village to build, and we've had a village helping us build. And you love the way I did that. Yeah, I know.
It takes a village.
But yeah, we're our own nonprofit.
No, you do your bit, and then I'll do my bit.
Okay.
Go on.
And but that's why it's so important that we do these fundraisers. We only host them around several times a year, and the lovely Christine, who has not said what she actually does with
one of the games that I'll be showcasing pretty soon is actually on this list too. Tailside.
Anyways, what she helps do is I can't talk. What she helps do. What she does. What she helps to do is lead all of our content creators. So if you're watching this and you're wondering how to get involved, hit up Christine. Bring her some snacks. Show her some cute, cuddly pictures, and we'll bring you in. But also, a really quick shout out again to everyone who has collaborated with us on this showcase. Wings, thank you so much. As we've said multiple times, all of the games in this showcase are part of an amazing Steam event, and that's thanks to Wings. Also giving a huge shout out to Women Led Games for helping us put together our pre-show. It's the first time we've ever done a pre-show, so we really hope you enjoyed it. And to all of our
I think the show from last year is still on their site too.
Y'all are bae,
or their channel.
Like for real. Twitch, IGN, GameSpot, PC Gamer, we cannot thank you enough for rocking with us, especially right now through these turbulent times. Having your support means so much. And y'all, it's Women History Month. So I hope you're out there celebrating women. I hope you're out there learning about incredible women. And I hope you continue to support us because we have amazing things coming up. I'm going to throw it to Sam so you guys can follow her and see what she's up to. And then we're going to throw it to Christine so you can follow her and see what she's up to. So Sam, people want to know what you're doing, where you're going.
So I am Samantha Bayard over the social medias. Instagram is where I announce a lot of stuff, some really cool things coming up. We talked about Marathon, which will be out by the time this is out. Fading Echo is coming up, which has a wonderful female writer, Jasmine Beulah, who's also in it. And of course, Star Wars: The Old Republic, which has been around forever and will continue to be around forever. Thank you very much. You can also catch me at GDC and
I still need to try that playing more.
Village, chat
the
show
paid service part. That's if I wanted to get into
so
it.
Once again, thank you so much.
I didn't want to get hooked.
To everybody who put this together
and
whether
broke.
It's Games for Games or any of our other partners. We really, really appreciate you and the developers, and for you for watching our community. It's been a real pleasure to come back on again. And with that, I will hand over to Christine.
Well, thank you. I will take it. Now, I can be found at AY Christine, and my mom was Jamaican, so it's E-N-E, not I-N-E. It's E-N-E, okay? It's on the screen. It's not going to be hard. Click it. Follow me. That's where you can follow me on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. You can also check out when I stream to raise money and funds for Dames for Games, which we will be doing continuing our month-long fundraiser. So please check out Dames for Games, and that way you can support all of the creators. Shout out to our creators. Shout out to you guys. You guys really help to move us forward as well, and I truly appreciate everything that you do. And for our creator program team, who's got to deal with me adding everybody in the Discord group. So thank you.
That's what's up. So again, thanks so much. Thanks to the D4T team. Thank you to the community. I feel like everybody has been thanked at this point.
Destiny as well.
If somebody hasn't been thanked at this point,
yes.
Thank
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to Mary. You can't see her, and I do this every time. She's behind the scenes. She's helping record things. She's our producer. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna keep anybody any longer because I know we're all hungry. So with that, make sure you stay tuned. Check out.
They're hungry at 11 o'clock at night.
Watch
Huh?
us for our fundraiser and keep up with us on our socials so you can find out what we're doing next. See you later.
That all right? I think. Don't quote me on that. That's everything. Yep, that is all of it. Okay. So what do you guys think? Were there any games on here that interest you guys? Oh. I'm happy that's on the list. At least 4 or 5. Yeah, I think I had like 7 or 8. I think because a lot of them I saw that I like were mostly automated ones. Mostly a lot of some that they didn't have on the show, but they actually had it on the Wings page that I put up earlier. But I was actually surprised how many I've already played or were already on my wish list that I didn't know that were made by women-led teams. So I'm actually surprised about that. Like High Times was made by Yang Yang Mobile, and they're the same team that made the letter. And I think I have just about every game from them now. I've been following their stuff for quite a while. Oh gosh, this autoplay needs to stop. I definitely want to look at Waifu Task Force. But that's not coming out for 2 years, though. Okay, you can cancel that. We don't know that.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're here.
I just said cancel that.
So over the years, we have covered many
I said
examples
cancel that.
of
Cancel
people
that. Cancel
suffering
that.
from ADS, better known as Asmongold
Why can I
derangement
never find
syndrome.
this?
But what we're looking at today involves something much greater. It is
I said polish with boo-boo head. Yeesh, I don't need to see all that. Hey, let's close that. This is not the time for that. No, it's not. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Oh, not the overlay, just video. Okay. I broke something. Okay. Okay, everything's back to normal again. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, I'm back over here now. But yeah, like I said, I was looking at a lot of the games from their sale here, which I think I need to show up in this screen here. I was looking at some of the watching the trailers while also scrolling their page, and oh my gosh, it has so much stuff on this page. Oh. Yeah. Push that over so I can show you. So my browser. Yeah. Look. Oh, gollies. Like I said, I didn't know that this one was and this one I definitely know is made by the people who made the letter. This one looks kind of cute, like design and conjure, so like a witchy cozy game, designing game. Hey, this one I did not see before. K-pop idol stories. What type of game is that? Hey, get back over here. I didn't get to see that. Simulation, light sim, story rich. Okay. Choices matter. Choices matter, yeah. I like it when it's choices matter. Sometimes if I go for visual novels, sometimes they turn out literally being a novel. So I gotta be really careful about that. Well, what did I put that on here? Where did I put this on here? I don't remember putting that on there. That's probably from a prior show, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. I could have sworn I played this one. I think I played the demo for this one. Yes, Your Grace. Yeah, I recognize this. I actually did play the demo for this one. And we wind up messing up the kingdom. I messed up the kingdom by having everybody get mad at me because I was making the bad choices. Yeah, I was looking at all of their categories here. And I'm looking at their point and click stuff. See what they have anything good here. So it kind of looks like a Ace Attorney style game. Or at least a mystery. Oh, they were just talking about Pink Noise. That's what that was. Okay. I was trying to remember which one was Pink Noise. Now I remember. Choose Your Own Adventure, point and click visual novel, comic book 2D. Might be interesting. Might be. Okay, this is already on my list. Paper Perjury. Already reminds me of Ace Attorney into a bit. Nano Neighbors. I don't remember when I added this. It must have been from a prior show, I'm guessing. Cats, black cats. Okay. Guilty Parade. Is that another mystery? The mystery visual novel. I'm more interested in the newer releases that haven't come out yet that I haven't heard of. But like, see, My Lovely Empress, My Lovely Wife. You've seen me play My Lovely Empress, but I never got to stream My Lovely Wife, which is actually the prequel or earlier game that's to it. They came for it. And this is a point and click sci-fi detective one that wasn't shown. Okay, get over here, yo. Bento Blocks. Actually, I was given the demo for this one. Someone wanted me to play the demo for this. I just haven't got around to it. I misplaced where the demo code was. I'll give it a shot. I like puzzle games, after all. Oh, that looks cute. Kind of reminds me of Maniac Mansion a bit. Well, it is a point-and-click adventure game, so it could be. I actually read that someone actually had some type of test where they were testing how many people could actually make it through an old school 90s game that's a point-and-clicker without any help. And only 2 people were able to get through Maniac Mansion out of about 100 or so. Oh, I remember this. This one where we got to make the plants. Had to put the plants in certain areas to get the best amount of light and best light of water and moisture and stuff like that. I remember that. I don't remember seeing this one. Oh, what? Okay, this one definitely has a creepy vibe for me. But it didn't say horde, so I'm kind of confused about that. I think we're repeating stuff now. Well, upcoming. Okay, well, here's one that I definitely know about because I backed it on Kickstarter. Mirage Noir. I think I played the demo for this one too. Didn't I? Pretty sure I did. I wonder if you guys remember it. I have a feeling I'm gonna get in trouble with the copyright music. Almost gonna get in trouble with that. Remember in the demo they had us had her breaking out of a jail? I remember. A little loud there in my ear. Got a Whirlpool. Yes, and I did back it on Kickstarter. I did. One of the few games I actually did get the back this time around Kickstarter. There used to be a time where I backed a whole lot of games on Kickstarter. But I think one, money started drying up, and two, I got some games that weren't living up to their promises. Mostly in the time frame to get it created, and some of them just didn't turn out as well. And this is a creepy game. This is a scary one. Yeah, that one might be too scary for me. That's the one about the peer pressure. I don't think I need to do that one. I don't think I need to do that one. That would be too scary for me. Spirit Weaver, psychotic bathtub. Chinese street food legend? What? Okay, that's another one about food. Time management shopkeeper. Okay. Hmm. Psychological horror, adventure, point and click, single player puzzle, anime, mystery. Yeah, I actually do like visual novels that actually add more than just making a choice and stuff. I like when they actually add extra features, so really ground you into it. No, it's going to be a visual novel. I thought it was a point and click. Oh well. Oh, there you are. I was looking for you. This is what I was looking for all along. I was wondering which category is that under. Now I found it. I knew I was going to find it. Killer. I think that's all the ones in there. So that was point and click simulation. I'm scared of puzzles. I'm scared. Puzzles make me think too hard. Oh, something about shooting. Rel, Math Worlds. This is a detective puzzle game. Keyword: a spider's thread. Omori? I was looking at that before. That's hacking and slashing and puzzles. That's what I need. I need to find. Why don't they just have a category for hack and slash? Then I'll be able to say, I want everything on this page. That's all I gotta see. Category: hack and slash. Might be under action, but it's not the same. What was that? Little problems? Like a cute little mystery game. I also like the artwork in it too. Why not? Uh-oh. Obviously, visual novels are definitely up my alley. And it's my third time seeing this, and I think I'm going to go for this one. Schrodinger's Cats. I remember seeing that somewhere else. Was it in this show or was it another show? Oh, it's calls. I thought it said cats. Maybe because I saw the cat and it made me think cats. I got cats on the brains, okay? Like this only has 2 pages, okay? What else? My Lovely Daughter, also from the same people who made My Lovely Empress, My Lovely Wife. Now I have My Lovely Daughter. Quality Dreams. Ha! I Hate My Waifu Streamer. This one kind of disturbed me, okay? I was looking at this and it kind of creeped me out a little. But you guys like things that creep me out. You guys actually do like stuff that creeps me out, so maybe I should go for it. You guys are demented sometimes. Now let's try stuff I've already seen before. Did I showcase this one yet? I thought I did. Didn't I? No, I wanted to, but I didn't get to. At least I don't think I did. I don't remember. I thought I did. The demo. What was that about VTubers? You, after seeing Equinox disappear, you join a degenerate group where VTuber fans chat about their Oshis freely. Okay, I thought I did. I'm not losing my mind then. Let's see, RPGs. What RPGs are in here? Okay, Volunteer we saw. Well, I've seen. You guys didn't vote on it. There's a keyword I was talking about earlier. A little bit bigger. Not that much bigger. And some of these could actually be in so many categories. Yeah, that one might be a little bit too complicated for my taste. Let's build a dungeon fishbowl. This one shows up on so many pages. Sheesh. Thank you for your application. That might trigger me because all the times I got turned down for jobs. This one I wouldn't mind going back to. The one where we played as a witch and we had to gather our ingredients by blasting stuff around, destroying stuff with magic. Scarlet Tower sounds familiar. I thought I had this somewhere. I thought I did. It might be in one of my other libraries, but I'm pretty sure I have this somewhere. Here's your grace. Remember that. Excited. Craft. Okay, I know I've seen this one, Gordian Quest, but I don't remember if I played it or not. Maybe I was supposed to play it and never got the key. I don't know. Sensei, I like you so much. Okay. Okay. I've had this on the demo ready to play for a while, but no one ever voted for it. I tried playing it on my deck, but I couldn't understand how to play it. So this one I'm kind of iffy on this one. It has this nice, like a 90s style anime, but it's kind of hard to understand the mechanics of it. Maybe the full game would have a better tutorial than the demo did, maybe. Mm. I see a game that said Riz Skeleton Key, Riz Dungeon Skeleton Key to My Heart. What? Oh God, what the heck? I'm not even sure what to make of this one. Okay, what else? Okay, should I look at this or not? Well, let's get it over with. Psychological horror. Horror, psychological horror. It's all the same to me. Wow, they only have 2 on the page. Discount it. I actually remember this from another showcase. Maybe it was the index showcase. This I actually remember playing the demo for, but it hasn't come out yet. I don't think, has it? I guess it has. It's on sale. Recollection. Yep, now it's just repeating stuff. Okay, it's new releases or upcoming I need to look for. Probably upcoming. What's new coming in this genre? There's that one. That's too creepy for me. That one just extremely weird for me. That's a bullet hell game, I think. About food. A game about ADHD. I don't need a game about that. I can live it. I live ADHD. Ah, I remember that one. I remember that one quite well. I know because I backed it on Kickstarter. Right after playing the demo and dying so many times. Die. I'm pretty good at doing that, you know? Okay. I already looked at the female protagonist page. Won't look at the rest here, though. Dice and Goblins. They don't even have one they don't even recommend fantasy games for me, even though I love fantasy. Like, what the heck? Don't you know me? Can't you recommend something for me? Come on, Steam. You should know my gaming taste by now. Or maybe not, because I play so many wide range of games, but still. Conquest Tactics. Yes, tactics are always up my alley. Raji I already have. I actually have the prequel game and I have the full game. I have it on Epic instead of on Steam. Magical Deliveries. When I think of magical deliveries, the first thing I think of is Kiki. And I already have a game that gives me the Kiki feeling. Seeds of Calamity. Feels like a Stardew Valley type of game. Holy shoot. Maid Marian instead of Robin Hood story? Yep. Well, Tommy Robin Hood story. Okay. Did not expect that. Let's say these are new releases? But this came out in 2024. I know because I played it. You sure that's a new release? Like a hacky slashy game. Tears of Vanilla. Boomerang Jack, okay. A game of songs. How is this a game of songs? I don't get that. I'm curious about what the heck that is. Is it like a music generated type of thing or something? Oh, hello. I remember this. Uh-oh. I definitely wanted this one because we saw this one before. The one with the owls and the mice. I remember this from the Index Showcase. Yeah, that's definitely what I was looking for. I'm trying my best not to fill this thing up with visual novels. It's so easy for me to just go all in on visual novels. I'm trying to get other stuff other than visual novels, you know? Oh, these all have demos on it. So does it mean the 13Z can be played even more now? I do wonder what's changed since the last time I played it, though. I didn't know that it was actually that early in early access when I played it before. So I am curious what's been changed. All of these games have a demo out that can be played right now. Hopefully they don't remove it. All time fan coming. Okay, more upcoming games. Let's see. The Otome game. Yep. Otome. I'm not sure what that is. Ow, my feet. What is this off-score game? A surreal music game that transports you to the world stories of our regional fusion jazz songs through a mysterious vinyl player. Sitting on a songwriter's desk, explore the magical worlds that fold along with the music and lyrics. Okay. I guess I got the idea of that now. I suppose. I guess. I love the stuff on my screen. I wonder my computer's acting like, what? Look at that stuff. Okay. I freed us some space now. What else? Casual games? Moment Troll, Overtype. Well, we saw that already in the listing. Sibling Souls, Lofita. Oh, Little Problems. Okay. And now I'm seeing a lot of stuff I've already seen before, so. Oh, Caravan Sandwich I have now. So, yeah, that could be available as a choice to vote for soon. Jumping Jazz Cats. Okay. That was a weird one. I didn't know what to think of that. Like she's trying to rip her skin off, so it kind of keep me out. Mommy. Lock and Key, Magical Girl Mystery, Witchy Business. Now that's one I've seen many times. I think I actually saw, was it Amazon that was giving it away or something? I thought. I'm not sure. Maybe we saw the Odd Jobs one. K-pop idol stories. Yep. Bobo and Anamia. Okay. Okay, this is definitely giving me coffee talk vibes. It's like Irene the Window? Castilian, roughly crafted. Bad delivery pizza for your heart? What the heck? That sounds painful. See, why would they take a work game and call it casual? That sounds painful. Why would you want to be relaxing around work? Okay. Action. Anything good in action? Well, there we go. Well, we saw that already. A farming sim? How's a farming sim action? What the heck? I can't see the link. Ow. Yep, that looks like that precision platformer. Is this like two different games? Oh, new cozy mode. That's an advertisement. Okay. And at night. I hate when the games that looks the coolest turn out being a VR game. That means I can't play it because I don't have any VR equipment. Well, personally, I don't. You get to have a Shiba Inu as your pet in the game? Okay. Or an adventure. Adventure could be anything, though. Oh, there's that rel again. Schrodinger's Call. Lophitia? Oh, this is a massively multiplayer life sim farming sim. choose your own adventure horror Otome? Wait. Horror and Otome? It's a psychological horror and it's a love story? Okay. Is this like a thing now? Is this a thing? This is the second game I've seen that had this type of concept merged together. Theo Bunny Tyranny? A cat on a stripper pole? Okay. It looked like a stripper pole. I don't know. There's that Prison of Husk game. Looks like a old school Soulsborne type of game. Or Souls-like. I can't tell anymore. Early access. Be my horde. Okay. That looked painful when I looked at it. That is crazy. None of these have any, oh, I just saw one. I was about to say none of these have any pages to scroll through, but now this one does. Okay. And I think that's it. That's all of them. So which ones do you guys find interesting? Which ones were really stood out for you guys? Ah. Hit that. But it is 1 a.m., so I'm probably going to go ahead and go to bed pretty soon. I'm going to probably wake up very, 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 very early so I can go ahead and knock out some more homework. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap things up for now. I wanted to play a game, but I think that show lasts a lot longer than I was planning on, so I just pushed it to another time. But other than that, I want to get ready for bed. Okay? I did want to thank you guys. Oh, I have you. I could have sworn I have you. I hate when I know I have a game and I don't know if I have it. Oh well. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. See you guys later, and I hope you guys have a good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. I go sleepy now. I go sleepy now. Oh, Signalis is on here. Okay. Bye bye. I'm stopping the stream now. And I'm going to try to wake myself up, do a little more homework, and then go to bed. I don't know which other one happens. Bye. Bye. I'll leave this as my freeze frame. Give it a few seconds because I want this to be my freeze frame. I'm not so sleepy. Yeah. Okay, stopping. Yeah, bye bye.